Most tutors are working twice as hard as they need to because they're charging half of what they should. This needs to stop. I see this all the time. A tutor that's really experienced, really passionate about what they do, they care about their students getting results, and they get their students results, and yet they're charging £20 per hour. And when I ask them why, it's not because they don't know their own worth, it's because they feel guilty that they're charging too much, or they're scared. They're scared that parents will say no, or that students will leave and go and find a cheaper tutor down the road. And the result, they end up working loads of hours, really long weekdays, working into weekends, seeing loads of students just to make ends meet, when they could work for half the time if they just charged correctly. And here's the thing that makes it worse. It actually damages your business. Tutors associate quality and premium with the price. So you're actually positioning yourself as the lower grade tutor that's going to deliver worse results. A tutor charging £20 an hour doesn't feel premium. A tutor charging £50 an hour feels premium. Same tutor, same results, whole different perspective. So how do you fix it? Well, there are 3 things you need to do today to start charging more confidently. First of all, stop pricing based on what other tutors charge. What a lot of people do when they're starting out is they jump on the internet and they go to an online platform they're familiar with, SuperProf or Tutor4 or whatever it might be, and they look at what other tutors are charging, and then they go somewhere in the middle. But that's a mistake. That's a race to the bottom. So just flip the way you're thinking about it. You're not competing with every other tutor on the internet. You're competing for a specific student who has a specific need that you have that specific solution to. So start charging for that transformation rather than your time or in competition with other tutors. And the second point I just alluded to, reframe the way you're thinking about this. You're not selling an hour of your time, you're selling the transformation. So just think about a family whose child wants to go from the GCSE grade 4 up to a grade 7. What is that worth to that family? It's a lot more than £25 an hour. So think of the value you're giving to that student. And if you reframe that in your mind, it will allow you to charge much more confidently and naturally. And the third trick is to just be a little bit brave and try it. So the next student inquiry you get, just when they ask for the price, just tell them a number that's £10 or $10 bigger than you normally charge. It might feel scary at first, but do it with confidence. Think about the reframing that we just talked about. Say the number. Maybe that'll be in person, maybe it'll be in an email. Just say it and see what happens. And I'm going to tell you, 9 times out of 10, they'll just accept it, particularly if you're charging way too low anyway. Really, really quick story. Many years ago, I was making the same mistake myself and had all the same fears that we've talked about. And I upped my fee by, I think it was 25% at the time, and was shocked. I didn't lose any students. That was the first big one. So I got a 25% pay rise in one email, didn't lose a single student. But then bizarrely, or maybe not so bizarrely, I actually grew my student base quite rapidly. So I realized that fear had been holding me back for a long time. I've been leaving a lot of money on the table, and actually my business grew a lot more when I was charging a much more competitive rate. And honestly, the tutors that we work with at Moxie who make the biggest gains aren't always the ones that get the most students. That is part of it, of course, but actually it's the ones that package their services properly and charge the premium for it. So if you want to get the pricing set up properly from the start, when you're building your business from those early stages, check out the link in the description, because that's exactly what the Tutor Launchpad does. It will get you going, it will get you set up properly in less than 2 hours, and you'll be up and running. And honestly, it will save you so much time, and it will help you avoid wasting so much money and leaving so much money on the table from day one. So it's definitely worth 2 hours of your time. And if you want to see the full picture of how Moxie helps tutors build their business and really take it to new levels, I'll put another link for a Start Here video in the description as well. If you want to go and watch that, you can understand exactly how Moxie can help you build a thriving tutoring business where you earn what you deserve.